Love podcasts, hate nonsense. The Politics Joe podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
Oh,
Yeah!
energy crew.
I think it's going to be weird today,
Why?
based on everyone's behaviour for the past
It feels a little
working
unhinged. Could get spicy.
Oh, I'll bring the microphone in, shall I?
Ava's ego as talent has absolutely skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Was expecting someone on the production team to lower that to her.
Yeah.
You're employing Sean as a kind of a food tester as well.
The what on Sean?
You're employing Sean as a food tester.
Sean is a food tester.
Could you understand what I said?
100%.
Okay.
First time.
Sean is a food tester.
It was a joke. It was a joke about your ego.
Testing my food.
Yeah.
Why would he?
If it was poisoned or something.
Like a medieval king.
Oh, okay, I'm with you.
Oh, that was a disaster.
Jeez, I have no idea what you were
God,
talking
we're
about.
rusty. We're rusty. It's been a while.
I haven't
was
done
bad.
this before. It's like riding a bike
So the Pope is dead.
or being with your dad.
The Pope is dead. Sean's got a microphone. Rusty.
Should we start again?
No.
Why?
They love it. They love it like this.
We tell them how they like it.
Do you want to try and say something or?
You can't hear what I'm saying on that.
I can hear you.
Well, you can hear me.
It's out loud. He's speaking.
The speaker isn't on.
Well, that's all right, isn't it?
I think this episode is already shaping up to be a great listen.
This is alienating the audience to its core. The one guy who can tolerate this.
Ed Campbell.
How was your shuttle into space? What was it called? Blue Mission?
Blue Origin.
Blue Origin.
Are you suggesting I was on Katy Perry's space flight?
Yeah.
I thought it was cute when you kissed the ground afterwards.
Too busy kissing all those ladies in space.
Ed was there in case it got feisty up in space. He was there to be the muscle.
Ladies! You can't let 7 ladies in space.
He was,
What will happen to their periods?
yeah, I was literally going to say he brought the tampons.
You're so close to the moon.
That's what they say when you get that close to the moon. As a woman. Yeah.
like going paintballing. My name's Ed Campbell. Ava, how are you?
Great.
You okay?
Yeah, how are you?
Good, yeah.
Did we all have a good Easter?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Oh dear, what was wrong with it?
Well,
Let's get into
I was sick for the first little bit of it, so
it. Oh yeah.
that was poor, but it dramatically improved. I sowed my seeds. Just one normal conversation. Just one.
Well, how was that going to finish?
I'm growing some kale.
Okay.
How was that going to finish? Surely that's too personal.
How's the kale?
Well, I don't know. I've got to wait for it. I sowed the seeds.
It's not like that, like a farming game, is it? Like it's not like
It takes weeks, Ed. I won't know until September.
Oh. So what are you eating in the meantime?
Factory farm chicken.
Are you eating crop rotation?
No, because it's my first time.
virgin. This is awful. My God.
It's my first time growing vegetables at my in-laws. So there is no rotation. There might be rotation after this. I mean, I'm going to do a bed of alliums, so that bed will need to be rotated.
It wasn't allium.
Garlic, onion, leek.
Oh, cool. Nice.
It's a family, but you wouldn't want to grow the same family on the same spot year after year, because that way you deplete the soil of the nutrients that family particularly draws down, and you will end up with disease.
Multiculturalism is our strength.
Yes, absolutely. Well, diverse planting, absolutely. Companion planting, really good as well. Yeah. So good. It was good. It was good when I started doing that. It's very zen.
I bet. Relaxing.
Yeah, and I just that's what I get into. So
sowing seeds.
Where were you
Yeah.
when you discovered the Pope had died?
I saw a friend of the podcast, Roshin's story of the Pope in Argentina in his leather jacket on the bus. You know that photo? Saw that. I was like, random. Don't know what that's about. Oh, the Pope's dead. That's how I found out.
I was taking a piss and I got the sky flash, and I walked out and said, "The Pope is dead."
Did you interrupt your pee?
Did you?
No, I finished. No, I walked out, cock out,
Still busy.
pissing on my in-laws. Said, "The Pope is dead. I'm going to go and sow my seeds now."
And I'm horny.
Yeah.
Did you look at your phone when you're peeing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, yeah.
Jesus, what are you trying to hit 100% screen time? Like, this is like absolute no
It is
peace for
insane,
you.
yeah.
Like, you can't even.
Do you mean to tell me you don't get your phone out when you use the toilet?
No,
Do you not?
Lie.
no,
Lie.
it's just not a lie.
Why not?
I think a minute off is all right. Like,
Wrong.
It's actually
You'd have been a minute late to the Pope being dead.
so it's actually the inverse for me. Like
intersex,
No.
conclave.
New Pope.
this
White
is verging
smoke.
on like a Joycean novel. Like,
That's well famously. That was good. That was famously good.
Yeah,
Oh no.
famously,
This is a cult classic.
yeah, famously accessible Finnegan's Wake. No, that's when I use my phone. I can't use my phone really the rest of the time. So
Just when you're pissing.
Rest of the time, do you think that the boys at Restless Politics? Do you think they piss and look at their phones?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
there is something quite.
They do it on
You
Zoom for
feel
each
you
other.
feel dirty when you're at a urinal, and you're on your phone.
Yeah.
And then someone walks in next to you.
'Cause
It is like,
It depends what you're watching, doesn't it? You know.
well, I've actually got my camera app out.
live streaming.
No, waiting for him to stand next to me.
Or
Is that
doing
upskirting?
that. I've never thought about that before. The urinal would be a great place to do that, wouldn't it?
Show the audience what you did.
You know, the
Yeah.
Well, I got you.
yeah.
Well, no, it wouldn't, because you're not looking. You're not looking at each other's penises. You're not
What?
looking down there.
Is that not what you're meant to do?
No, it's not.
Oh,
Not
Do
often.
you look at
No.
them?
yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
Have you ever been like very impressed?
No,
Have you ever been surprised?
no.
I you know.
It's
What about
always the same.
Right.
By the flow and
Well, it's just like a flaccid penis with piss coming out of it. Like,
and I've got one of them.
You can do that at home.
we've all
yeah.
seen this show before. I know how it ends.
Nothing new.
Yeah,
Do you
No.
ever sit down
100%.
at a urinal? Really?
One of my friends got banned from every pub in the chain in Leamington Spa because he shat in a urinal.
It's awful.
Why did he do that?
Why did he do that?
Because he's fucking sick. Such a wild guy.
So what?
It's also so grim.
What a wild place to do it. Leamington Spa.
Lad,
Like,
lad, you will not believe what I've done.
Just don't
What-
shit, just
what-
don't shit in the urinal.
Why?
Pretty hardcore.
That's kind of like friendship ending, surely.
Really?
I don't want to be friends with someone who shits in a urinal.
I bet Adrian, what's his name, won't ever have him at his
Charles.
house. Adrian Charles won't ever let him be at his house because he's got his own urinal, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's changed his life apparently.
Yeah, that was a good Guardian column from him. No, I think a sit down wee is decadent. It's a treat. Hungover,
Curious. Yeah.
very much so. I also have a friend who, for comedic value, if there's like a busy toilet, will go in and he'll do a schoolboy wee, which is trousers and pants to the ankles, which is
That is horrendous.
like really good banter.
Does he take his top off?
No, I think there's something inherently comedic in like fully dressed top half, butt naked bottom half,
Like Donald Duck.
like Winnie the Pooh, I would say.
Yeah.
T-shirt only, maybe a pair of socks.
Just
Oh,
bum
no
out.
shoes in there. No, he takes his shoes off before he goes in there, does he?
No, he keeps his shoes on.
No, that's awful.
Is this what the Pope would have wanted?
I don't know. Do you think he's ever doing that?
No, not now. No.
Oh, good point.
He's probably had a sit down wheeze for quite some time now. He's not been that well, has
He's
he?
not been standing up, certainly.
No. Which is wild because that's pretty much the entire job, isn't it?
Standing up.
Yeah. Have you seen the Pope Mobile?
Yeah.
He sat down in that.
Pretty
you know?
cool
he?
vehicle. I thought it had a pod for standing.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I will say is I can't talk about anything else because all I've been provided with, Laura's on holiday, and all I've been provided with is 20 pages of pictures of different cardinals.
No, it's not that. That's not what it is. That would be fine.
Well, there's Pietro Parolin.
It's a Sky News article
Sorry, it's a print out of a Sky News article that lists all the
with
cardinals.
links at the end.
There's Matteo Zuppi.
Well, you'll notice Matteo Zuppi's name is on a different page.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah,
That's Jose Tolentino de Mondonça.
but you've got to turn over to see what he looks like.
Peter Erdo.
Pietro Parolin.
Oh, he's Portuguese.
Oh, Pier Battista Pizzaballa. Sorry. That's not...
What's his name?
That Italian man's name is Pizzaballa.
Pizza ball. That's something you're not allowed to call them anymore.
Well, no.
Let me see a
Get locked up and
picture
thrown
of
in jail
him.
these days, won't you?
Cristobal Lopez
He
Romero.
actually has a circular object in his hands as well, which could be construed as pizza dough.
That's
Anyway, so I can't move the conversation on to what we're meant to be talking about because that's all I have in terms of
Do you know
notes.
what's a very interesting piece of information that I learned today?
Tell me.
Only the cardinals that are under the age of 80 are allowed to vote on who's the next pope.
Yeah.
Which is interesting when you consider we have an entire chamber that votes through legislation who are all pretty much over 80. Well, apart from your mate. That one you like, Charlotte Owen or whatever her name is.
And Carmen Smith.
Who's that?
And Ross Kempson.
The plaid Baroness. I don't know what her actual title is, but she was elevated to the House of Lords.
This is why Wales gets fed up of us, because we say things like, oh, I don't actually know who she is.
I don't think Wales' national pride is incumbent on us knowing stuff about Carmen Smith.
No.
They're not as
Ed,
sensitive as
let
that.
let me be clear. Welsh national pride relies solely on validation from the other home nations. That's all it is. Yeah, fine. Look, they've appointed a caretaker. They've got an interim manager. Kevin,
All right.
Cardinal Kevin,
An Irishman.
Super Kev.
Good Dublin man, was he?
Yeah. He is.
I wonder what he would have thought about Kneecap's performance at Coachella over the weekend. Very brave of Sharon
That
Osbourne.
looked fucking lit.
I only saw the images.
Mia Khalifa was there. Hassan was there.
Holy shit.
Hassan, that must be so much fun. I just want to be anywhere where Hassan is.
Well, yeah, I mean, it looked class.
That is cool. Did
Looked
they bring
really
him out?
good. Hassan ran on stage.
I wonder if he's got stage presence as opposed to like
He had
Hassan.
aura.
stream presence.
Hassan, he's like 6, he's so tall.
And he's yoked.
Yeah, he is massive.
Anyway, so he ran out
I'm
and like
surprised they could fit him on the stage.
it coincided with he runs out and the lights change. I don't know if it was deliberate or not, but the whole crowd gets bathed in like a red light and it looks pretty
is cool.
Pretty cool.
I think I've actually been on a panel with him.
With Hassan.
Yes.
Piker?
I
What?
think I might have been.
Oh, what, on Piers?
I think I have been on Piers.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I think I black out during a lot of Piers' shows. That I forget who I've been on with. Because I was also on with that White House correspondent. Do you remember? The one that who works at Steve Bannon's War Room.
Oh,
The first
her.
one. I was on a panel with her.
What's her name? I know
Natasha something.
I know exactly who you mean.
Natalie Winters.
Could be. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I think you recognise her Twitter profile because it's like her with her press pass round her neck. Let's see. Again, great listening.
Great listening.
Yeah, really good listening. Ollie is now pulling out his phone. What?
Yeah.
Jesus, Ollie. What's that?
I didn't know you could piss for that long.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she was very insightful
Did you?
during our interview, during our time together.
She's the co-host of Steve Bannon's War Room.
Yeah. She said very insightful things. She's read the Quran. Did you know that?
No.
Or as they would call it, the Quran. Get it?
Like QAnon.
Iraq. I don't know.
So what are we meant to talk about?
Sean, did you pick out a bit from the Kevin McLeod interview?
I marked them down on the file you have on your computer. You told me to listen to it and timestamp what I thought was interesting.
Yeah, but
Oh,
do you not
brother.
think I'd
Buckle
need
up.
to be told about it?
Ava,
Like-
do you know what this means?
What?
It means for the next 45 minutes, we're freewheeling.
No, we've got to talk about Paul Bristow first.
Go on then.
You get a minute. You get 1 minute, Paul Bristow.
I get more than 1 minute.
No.
Tell me.
Surely.
What would you like to
No,
say about
come
him?
on. You
One
can't.
minute.
If I was you, I'd be haggling for time. I'd just start talking.
1, 2, 3, go. You got 1 minute.
No, don't stress me out,
No,
please.
talk about him for as long as you like.
Thank you.
As long as that is 60 seconds.
You start pissing, and then I can talk for that
All right.
length of time.
That's how we measure time, it's Joe.
I've
Okay.
entered the toilet. I'm approaching the urinal. You must start speaking.
Sky
now.
News has just flashed.
So is Ollie.
Paul Bristow was the 2019 intake of Tory MPs, you might remember. He was the MP for Peterborough. I actually thought he was a bit older than that, but maybe the boundaries changed. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. He's running to be the Tory Cambridgeshire and Peterborough mayoral candidate. And, in preparation for this gig, he bought a house in Peterborough. And he's sort of been pretending that he lives there. And he's bought this sort of £400,000 flat there. However, it seems that he actually has another property. And that property is in St Albans, which is actually, well, it's not too far from the constituency, but it's an hour out. And it's far enough away for him to keep pretending that he's living in Peterborough, right? Because this is so distracting.
He's nearly finished.
Yeah, I'm nearly done. You need to get to the point, otherwise.
I'd love it if
it's
people
over.
could actually engage in a bit of my journalism.
Yeah, I'm listening, and I'm finished.
Okay. So he's got this 6-bed, 4-bedroom house that's described as the most expensive property in the local area. It was £1.4 million. So while he was still serving as the MP for Peterborough, he bought it in August 2022. So him sort of making out that he's this Peterborough man is a bit of a falsehood. Now, what I thought was interesting about this story is not only have you got the sort of the pretense, Tories love pretending about, the sort of pretending that he's in an area and living there when he clearly isn't. The key indicator of him clearly not living there, by the way, is that on the register of interests, he doesn't declare this extra property as a property, which suggests that's his personal.
Well, if it wasn't where your main residence, then you'd have to declare it.
Exactly. Yeah. But what he does declare on that register of interest is 3 rental properties that are all pulling in at least £10,000 a year in rent. And he charged the taxpayer £18,000 a year to live in Peterborough. But he had this house that was like an hour down the road. I find that very frustrating. Why do you get to have that many homes?
Sorry.
So it's not really about him.
It wasn't he's saying he's from the local area, he's dishonest, or elected representatives should be from the local area. It is his property portfolio.
Too large.
That annoys me. It is too large.
No, but
what's the right size property portfolio?
But to have an 18,000, no, but to have
zero.
to charge the taxpayer £18,000 to live an hour away from where you have a house, an hour's drive. You have a house there.
I reckon it's more than an hour from Peterborough to St Albans.
Well,
hour-
I actually
hour
went on
20.
Google Maps.
It's
Did
hour
you?
20
Yeah,
Google
but that
Maps.
factored in traffic.
What? As opposed
So
to...
therefore, is a realistic expectation of how long the drive would take. Okay. So, Bristow.
Yeah.
What do you think it means for the Peterborough race? Do you think this will sink his campaign? Do you think you have to be a local person to stand politically to represent the area?
I think that you need to have some sort of stake in the local area.
Free rental properties.
Perhaps, yeah, no, they're in London.
Oh,
they're
okay.
in London.
Sorry. I'll have you know I'm a landlord here.
Every MP should be a landlord. that would incentivize them to clean up the local high street, so they could charge more money.
It's a bit naughty to pretend, though, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I think parachute candidates, just in general, when we talk about breeding apathy in politics, when we talk about people feeling increasingly detached from the political process, that's a key part of it, isn't it?
Well, do you know what's interesting about that? Is that he had a video that he'd shot down the pub that he'd posted on social media where he talked about how politics was broken and there's so much lying in politics. And it was like, well, Exhibit A.
There's also his social media content is garbage. It's really bad, but also very funny. And there's one of his tweets is him saying, I'm fed up with all these potholes in Peterborough. And it's the perspective, he's kind of off-centre in this image, and it's just him crouching and pointing.
Yeah, but come on.
But it's bad.
That is a classic. That's like...
But it's framed
that
badly.
is a meme. Do you think he's acknowledging it?
No.
Okay.
I don't think he's
nonetheless,
self-aware.
local politician stands above pothole and points at it.
It's funny.
It's a great genre of photograph.
Yes, but it's not like good.
You would have thought that he might have been able
this.
to resolve that when Rishi Sunak gave all of that money to pothole fixing. When he was the MP for Peterborough, you thought he might have been able to fill it in then.
I wasn't sure if this was real or not because I only saw a screenshot of it. Did Keir Starmer lift the roadworks over the Easter weekend? Did I see that?
What was this?
Yeah.
He freed the driver.
He was like, no one wants to be stuck in traffic over the Easter weekend, so I am lifting thousands of planned roadworks
Just
over the Easter weekend so you can drive on, baby.
I thought that was a stroke of genius. That would have cost an obscene amount, an absolutely obscene amount of money that would have cost to do.
Presumably you still have to pay everyone who was booked to work that, but maybe not.
But you've also got to pay them to move the shit out of the way and then move it back. You've lost like 2 weeks worth of construction.
Yeah, you've delayed that project.
But bloody clever, that guy. That's correct politicking.
That's 4D chess.
That is.
Another masterstroke.
There's sort of always a perceived evil when it comes to roadworks, isn't there? But I tell you, that pothole that Paul Bristow was pointing at, I go over worse potholes every single day on the way here. Oh, let me tell you, up round Old Street as it meets Farringdon, that's a death sentence around there. They are.
Yeah. Do you know, actually, I've been thinking it's long overdue that London's transport system received some investment from national government. I think it's pitiful down here.
The roads are bad.
Pitiful.
For a cyclist, it's dangerous.
I don't disagree.
What do I have to do? Do you want me to die in a pothole before?
Are you quoting Philip Schofield?
Did he say that? What?
He did in his interview, posted his scan. It was like, do you want me to die? What more can I do to apologise?
What's that to do with potholes?
No, but you quoted him.
That was iconic.
Inadvertently.
He was clutching a Lost Mary, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Vaping. Do you want me to die?
I think that's a real sort of like symbol of 21st century British aesthetics, isn't it? It's a disgraced Schofield clutching a vape, asking the reporter if they want him to die, and it's just got the Sun's watermark just plastered all over it.
Did you read the interview with Michelle Hussein in Vogue?
No.
Yes.
It's very good, but she did have quite a funny line about normally when there's a BBC presenter in the headlines, it's for a bad thing.
Yeah.
There's headlines, but when she left, so she thought it was quite funny. Close to the bone. I thought
when I leave, got nothing on me.
I thought ex-BBC presenters wouldn't be as blasé about that.
Candid or something.
Well, I think it's fine. They finally get freed, don't they? They finally feel like they have license to talk.
Yeah.
I hated that period of time. That was a very painful period of time when a lot of ex-BBC people decided that like they would do these sort of like tell-all interviews about like getting rid of their shackles and now I can be free. And it was like, babe, you were biased before. Like, let's stop pretending. All right.
There's a lot of their big name talent has left in recent years.
Yeah.
Hasn't it?
John Sopel sort of escaped being biased, didn't he? Because he was never really out on the story. Well, I'm just thinking about that time that he was enjoying a nice glass of red wine during what you could say possibly the most important political event of this century.
That was great.
That was good.
He can put his feet up.
I was going to say, are you going to take that about your boy Sopel?
Well, just because I've interviewed him.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually meant Gary Neville.
you shared this table.
Do we need to defend everyone?
No, not at all. But I just, I thought you guys had made common cause.
Looking forward to you defending
Douglas Murray.
Yeah.
No
George
need
Galloway?
to defend him.
George Galloway.
No need to defend either of them.
Your politics is so interesting. It's Douglas Murray and Galloway.
Relentlessly right on absolutely everything, that pair.
You've got a little red book, but it's Galloway and Murray.
Yeah. Yeah, so the White House is being stormed and he's tweeting, "My heart bleeds for democracy" or something, with a picture of a glass of red wine.
Maybe he was off shift.
Meanwhile, that guy from ITV News grabs his cameraman and heads into the White House, the Capitol rather. Yeah,
I did introduce one of the editors of the Spectator to a new phrase the other day, which is so.
Which one?
On the top of the Spectator, Douglas Murray, Rod Liddell,
Gove.
Francis Pike, Matthew Paris, and Charles Moore, and I took a picture of it and sent it to him and said "Nightmare blunt rotation," and he was like, and he hadn't heard that before, but he said he liked it.
That's good. It's a useful phrase.
Do you know what? I've always read The Spectator, and it's something that I used to keep a secret because some people have I like The Spectator, right? I like it.
You really liked that tacky column, didn't you? In praise of the Wehrmacht.
Listen, as I was saying, I think
you liked when that guy visited the prostitute after that lecture.
I just really.
Oh, that's an all-timer.
That was the best
Do you
thing in the
remember
world. That was absolutely insane. I think that's one of the favourite
I forget. This is why I don't say I really. But do you know something? there's someone in my building who obviously gets really annoyed that I read The Spectator because they throw it out if I don't get there quick enough to go and get it.
Do they?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, it's really annoying. And they did a really lovely Easter one that I really wanted, and it was thrown out before I could get it. Anyway, I always like to read the other side, right? It helps me in my thinking.
Iron sharpens iron.
But no, it does. It does genuinely help me in my thinking. And I also actually do think that Katie Balls is a very good journalist. And so she's left now.
Not there anymore, is she?
No, but she was one of, I would say she was one of the best Labour writers who were on the right. No one else quite managed to do it the way she was doing it from that perspective. Anyway, it's a very difficult read under Michael Gove.
Is it already?
He just seems to be picking like the most contentious. He's like Rod Liddell and Douglas Murray. Yep, double page spread, both of them. Just knock them back to back. That's difficult when you're trying to go to bed. You know,
Because it's so engrossing.
yeah.
Can't put it down. Yeah, what was the that guy, the horny guy?
Yeah.
Did he attend a lecture? Is
Yeah.
that what it
He
was?
went to a lecture and then he went and got a massage.
with a happy ending though, wasn't it?
It was a
thinking of
brothel.
her. Yeah.
He said sex was a prostitute. It wasn't just massage.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was like he
Well,
names the lecturer.
What is sex if not a vaginal massage?
He writes, I went to see a lecture
Surprised I didn't get any
By-
kind of reaction from you two for that.
by I went to a lecture by Professor Jane Smith. Real name. That's not her real name. I can't remember her real name.
But he did say her real name.
Yeah. And I got so horny, I went and visited a prostitute in a brothel, and they published it. It's insane.
Like Eva said, she wants to understand the other side. She wants to understand their thinking, the psychology of the Spectator.
I'm not even sure if it made it into the actual magazine or if it just went online. So it was like, do you think it just...
slipped through something.
They were going to print and they were like, oh, sure, it's fine. He's written for us before.
Oh, I'm sure this isn't absolutely fucking mental.
Before he's just written about the conclave. What could be wrong here? Like,
Maybe Gove will stop airing me now. Maybe,
Why?
Maybe now he's not a Tory MP and he's a Spectator editor. Maybe he'll come on.
Tory Lord?
I could text him, couldn't I? And he could leave me on red again.
Text him now.
I'll think about it.
yeah, well, anyway, look, I just already know that people in the comments are going to be like, disgusting that you read The Spectator.
I don't think so.
I don't give a fuck,
If
all right?
they- if
What
they
I
do,
do in my
their-
own personal
Their
time.
opinion's irrelevant anyway.
God knows what you lot all do in your personal time.
Watch this.
Oh, actually, do you know what? While I'm here, I meant to bring this up weeks ago and I totally forgot about it. So do you know that there's that guy on YouTube who like puts together like cuts of like me wearing a low cut top?
Can't say I was aware of him, to be honest with you.
Anyway.
But yeah, I get it.
I think I managed to cross-reference him to Twitter the other week.
No.
Because there was a clip up of me and then he just put time codes of when like my top was quite low.
Well, like, as in he replied with it.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to watch this.
I'm Ed Campbell and you're not getting in.
Yeah, he's banned.
fucking creep.
He's banned.
Would you let him go on Blue Origin?
No, because I need to be... the ratio's off then.
So 1 to 7.
Yeah.
That's the only way which you can operate. That guy's banned. Surely that guy's banned.
I mean, how do you stop him?
We tell him.
Stop
No.
it.
He's not allowed.
Stop it, you. It's not funny. See?
See?
What good has that done?
He's probably watching this while he's pissing and he's like, oh.
Our subscriber
Pope's
count
dead.
better go down by 1. Or else.
I don't think we're in danger of losing subscribers today. Sorry, we are, yeah, of not losing them, yeah.
We got such a funny email to like the editorial account.
Yeah.
To everyone, and it was like, I really like the interviews on the PoliticsJOE podcast. How do I just get them and nothing else?
That's good, that.
Too bad, pal. You have to subscribe to us as well. Can I mention something that's completely apropos of nothing?
Yeah, please.
Have either of you watched Temptation Island?
I've seen the
It's like
clips, obviously.
The Ultimatum meets Love Island. It's just like dating show,
Is it the Spanish one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
right.
it's the American version of that.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I thought you were talking about the original Spanish with, what was his fucking name?
Montello.
Montoya.
Montoya,
that
yeah.
was it. But they were interviewing one of the women on it. And you know, they'll say like, I'm Jane, I'm 23, and quip. Like, hers was, I'm Jane, I'm 23, my guilty pleasure, sucking dick.
No. 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 Really? Really?
What did you say her name was? Sweet? Jane.
It's quite pick me, that, isn't it? Pick me girl
Yeah.
energy, that, isn't it?
Only pick me girls give blow.
My toxic trait is I
Yeah.
just love giving blowjobs.
Yeah.
Cuff me.
It's also like, I don't think it fits the definition of a guilty pleasure. It's guilty pleasure not like, I love ABBA or something like that. Like,
ABBA's not a guilty pleasure. That's offensive.
to who? Swedes?
No. ABBA is class.
Okay, or
Also,
like,
I don't feel like it's not that niche.
or like Jilly Cooper novels or something like
I
that.
really
Yeah,
like
guilty
ABBA,
pleasure.
but I hate Dancing Queen. Like, if that comes on, I have to just leave. I hate it.
Super Troopers probably my favourite.
It's a lovely song, that. Knowing Me, Knowing You is wonderful.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah.
What's your guilty pleasure, Ed?
Sucking dick.
I feel like the Americans are just getting too on the nose.
Yeah.
You know,
That's I can't imagine that that'll come back to haunt her in any way.
No, never.
no, how could that blow back on you?
Blowback. Very good.
You know how in the GTA games,
Yeah.
it's a satire on American culture and it's slightly hammed up and insane and stupid and you're like, this is a joke, it's silly. And then essentially as you wait the 5 to 10 years between that and the next game, it actually sort of comes true and comes to life, whether that's like San Andreas to 4 to 5, etc. And I don't know how. I'm actually quite excited to see how at the end of this year when it comes out, how they are going to ham it up, because it just seems now, you know, so extreme. Whether it's the meme coins and the rug pulls, whether it's the hyper-sexualized nature of American society, or like the extraordinary level of violence, American carnage, as Trump might call it. I don't see if it's almost like beyond parody. It's almost beyond. You can't exaggerate it anymore. Maybe they go the other way with it.
What do you mean? You think that this woman saying that she loves to suck dick?
A woman on TV saying my guilty pleasure is sucking dick.
That's a Family Guy cutaway.
But they were doing that on like Girls Gone Wild, weren't they? And like that sort of thing.
But that wasn't like mainstream
like
television.
Adult Swim and that. That would surely there would have been. What, this is a family program, is it?
It was on Netflix. It's
Temptation Island.
Yeah.
It's like a tentpole Netflix production versus like Girls Gone Wild was like wank fodder.
That sounds like porn.
What? Girls Gone Wild? I think it is. It's essentially.
It's probably quite soft porn, isn't it? Yeah. It was just like Girls on Spring Break, wasn't it?
Oh, just showing the boobs.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably not soft, actually, is it?
Can you say boobs again?
Boobs.
Yeah, nice.
How do you say it?
Boobs.
Sounds the same to me. I hate to say.
It sounded like you were saying it with like a W, like a Welsh W. Boobs.
Boobs. Fucking shit.
That was awful, that. Yeah,
And you've seen a pair, have you? When you
Yeah.
say it like that.
please show me.
Show me your boobies.
Please.
This is peak broadcasting, isn't it?
That's how teenagers in Scotland sext.
Boobs.
Show me your boobies.
Have you sent that text?
Voice note.
This is one of the worst records we've ever done.
I'm actually really enjoying it, to
I'm
be honest
having
with you.
fun.
But yeah, you're right. We're not really on topic. Maybe
What
tomorrow.
was the topic?
I don't know, because I just have pictures of the Pope, Ava. All I have is Pope, and there aren't even odds. This would be fine if it was Matteo Zuppi 20-1, because at least then I can think about gambling on it. But it's just pictures of old white guys.
Okay, let's get the pictures. And
That
let's
one looks a
decide-
little bit like Gary Lineker, don't you think?
No,
Which one? Which one?
that guy.
No, it doesn't.
I think that's Pierre Battista Pizza Balla. I think that's Pizza Balla.
That's Tony Pepperoni.
Is it Luigi or Mario?
Which one do we think it's going to be?
I don't look. I'm not gonna-
I want
It's going to be
pictures.
the intersex one.
I think that you can work it out from what they look like. So I think that one, I don't think that's the new Pope.
Oh, is that not the Lineker looking motherfucker?
Possibly.
No.
I don't think that's that one. I think this could be a contender. He's quite Pope-like.
Yeah.
I'm not confident on that one.
I think you might need to show it to the camera.
That one I'm not sure on.
He looks too much.
Pardon?
What's his name?
Well, is
Well, I
that a
have to go
different
back
page,
to.
Sean?
It's difficult to know.
This
Page
is
6.
insane.
So page 5 would have the name.
This is useless.
This is how you say.
This is also
Valentino.
incomplete. I know there's two
Dime
more
Gonca.
where there aren't pictures.
Mondonta?
There's the Filipino one who's not here.
All I will say is that this is unadulterated popery.
Peter Erdo,
And I've
I think,
had
is
enough.
quite popish. But you see, at this time, I think that Pope Pietro, I think that could be where we're going. Pope Pietro feels right.
No,
That's your man. That's the one that you said looks like Gary Lineker.
he looks nothing like Gary Lineker.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
It's
Gary Lineker can't be Pope.
The BBC are paying him too much. He'd never do it. He can't do mass in his pants.
You
The
two are
Pope
both.
does match of the day.
You two are both papists, aren't you?
No, half.
Oh, here's Pizza Baller. I think
It's his name. I wasn't making it up. I'm far better than that.
That's Pietro Fettuccine.
That's John Bolognese. No, look, I'm not going to pretend to understand the politics of the Vatican.
Why we do that with literally everything?
Yeah,
in
I mean,
politics?
I'll willingly do it with America, but not the smallest state in the world.
this was my favourite page that Sean printed out. Some external links.
You could go
About
to the
Sky
sitemap.
News.
Yeah, Sky News library sales. No, I saw a tweet. I saw a good tweet that basically said, if you're asking whether the next pope or not is going to be left wing, you fail to understand a worldview that is 7 centuries older than your left wing paradigm, and it relies on about 20 different axes, 3 of which pertain to being Italian.
I've just remembered my favourite Pope thing of all time, and it's so
Second
under-discussed.
Crusade.
Wrong. Right. In the 19th century, Pius IX was Pope. And
Pius the Ninth.
You've lost me.
yes,
His name was Pius. He was Pope Pius.
You know they're
there's
called
one
Pius.
9 of them.
Pius. You know that. Innocent as well. Good pope name.
Urban.
10.
Sorry. So,
This was the only English book, right?
in...
I don't care.
Let me tell my story.
Should we not let him tell it?
It's so good.
We could do that too.
We could
It's
do
good.
that,
It's
couldn't we?
good.
Can I
Okay.
show you? There's another one with a food name here.
What's his name?
You're gonna...
Oh, that's soup.
He kidnapped a child. He kidnapped... Let me tell the story.
No, Ed. This cardinal's name is Matt Soup. Matteo Zuppi.
I think it's going to be either Matt Soup or Pierre Pizza.
He's the Latin patriarch of Jerusalem.
Do you know who that is? That's Fabio Stuffed Crust.
Is this offensive?
I don't care.
You're part Italian, aren't you?
I'm going to let my mum know that we covered the Pope today.
Imagine the world in which we're covering like the next Irish president. We're still going, that's
Oh.
Paddy Potato.
He's trying to be the T-sock. Yeah, bad.
I have a really good one for you, but I can't.
Oh, dear.
No, I think you should. Wait, I'll double back. Sorry, you think the worst thing Pope has ever done
No.
is kidnap one kid?
No, I wanted to tell you the story.
The floor is yours.
Right. So
Matt
What
Soup
would,
is where?
what would the first Scottish Pope be called?
Duncan Lasagna.
No, it wouldn't, would it? It would be like,
Innocent lasagna.
I don't know, like, I can't do it.
do it.
Oh, you're teeing yourself up for your... Sorry, go on, no.
Oh, God, I
if
wonder-
there was a Scottish
what would
Pope, what would he
happen
be
if there was a
called?
Scottish
What would a
Pope?
Scottish Pope be called?
Crackden Haggis Brew. He'd have to be square, wouldn't he? Like a sausage. How does he be?
You know, like how long can you hide something behind like a veil of irony before you are just being racist?
Iron brew is the new Eucharist.
Yeah, the blood of Christ.
So, Pope Pius IX.
Yeah.
There was a Jewish family in like Bologna.
What comes on that pizza?
Come on, tell me about the boy.
And there was the son of the family was about 6, and he was really, really ill, and he nearly died. And a serving girl of the family claimed that she baptized him.
Wait, was she a slave?
No,
When you say serving girl,
like she was a teenage servant.
She was like serving cunt or what?
Well, obviously, because she's Italian. Most fashionable place in the world. Okay,
right?
So this is all taking place during Milan Fashion Week.
So Karl Lagerfeld.
They're at the Aperol Spritz bar.
Right. So this 14-year-old claims to have secretly baptized this like 6-year-old Jewish boy. And
You can't do that.
Yeah, that sounds like a hate crime.
so the Catholic Church are like
in Starmer's Britain.
no, in Pius's Vatican States.
That's what Kneecap would want.
So the official response of the Catholic Church was like, "Oh shit, that's bad. You really can't have done that." But also, according to our law, Christians can't be raised by Jews. So he's our boy now, and they just kidnapped this man.
It's essentially the premise of Jungle Book.
No, it's not. It's not even a bit similar.
Where's Mia Khalifa in all of this?
The fallout was so bad that it led to the collapse of the Papal States as entities, and they had to be unified into Italy.
That feels like a bit of an overreaction.
Why? They kidnapped a boy.
Oh, right, okay. Just to be clear, in the grand scheme of the abuse that children have suffered at the hands of the papacy, you are saying that the kidnap of one boy led to the collapse of the Papal States.
Yes,
It feels like an overreaction.
an overreaction.
It's one kid.
So imagine, imagine Tony Pepperoni kidnaps your daughter.
Yeah.
And
Think about
you're
how
like,
much resource went into Madeleine McCann.
I just want to be clear. Maybe that's why they got so sort of tolerant of child abuse from there on afterwards, because like one boy.
it was bad.
Portuguese tourism didn't return until COVID, really.
What would it do for Portugal? Do we know enough about Portugal to do one of them?
Oh, fucking compared to this, mate. I've been to Portugal twice on holiday. Which just about makes me our Portugal correspondent.
Oh, look, it's Alfonso Peri Peri.
Pastel de nata.
Am I right?
Papal de nata.
What? So who do you think will be Pope?
I've told you. I thought it was pizza ball or soup. These are my picks.
Does it work like a Premier League relegation battle, where if Cardinal Kev delivers like a couple of good masses, they go, yeah, give it him till the end of the season?
My God, can I tell you something about Pizza Baller? Last Christmas, he celebrated Mass at the Holy Family Church in Gaza.
Yeah, he's the Latin something or other of Jerusalem.
Isn't that? Yeah, but that's the row, Ollie. That's literally the. Sorry. Okay.
Sorry, have you heard of the Middle East?
There's this row that's been ongoing.
What, in Israel?
I'm not doing this.
Yeah, tread carefully.
Should we do one?
Holy
for Israel?
Family Church in Gaza. Is that not where? Weren't?
They've been shooting a lot of people at churches.
Yeah, they have. I suppose, isn't it? I can't. Yeah.
It could be one of many.
Yeah.
Yeah. I quite like that controversial pick.
This guy.
Yeah, I'm sure. Look, don't get me wrong. Already quite a complicated place. I'm sure that won't make it any easier.
That's not even a drop in the ocean for their interreligious conflict. They're not going to. What? Have you seen who the Pope is? New front.
Put down your weapons, Mr. Netanyahu. Put down your guns. The Pope is from Jerusalem.
He's going to kidnap one of the boys.
Do you think that's what he was doing over there? Just sort of can't be doing that. You can't be over there baptising people if they don't want to be.
Have we considered that as a way out of the conflict?
Well,
Being baptised.
It's funny
Colonial
you say,
religious
it's funny you say
expansion,
that.
yeah.
Exactly. This is where it all began. We're just right back where we started.
2,000 years seems enough time to come full circle.
We were sending people everywhere to, bring in Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
And smallpox.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you were divine enough, you didn't get that.
Purity test.
Exactly. I've never had smallpox, so that's good.
Are you implying that I have?
No. Well, I was just checking to see how divine we all are.
Are you implying I am not divine?
Yes. What's the opposite of divine?
Satanic.
That's what I'm suggesting.
I don't know. I think it's probably divine is like an absolute, isn't it? I don't think you can be slightly divine.
Food for thought.
We know as much about theology as we do.
Well, get your. Tell us on the Reddit who you think it's going to be.
If you think it's going to be Sammy Soup or
Matt-
Luigi
no, it's
Linguini.
It was Luigi Linguini.
Do you think this has been a dumpster fire or a good listen?
I think we really got into it when we started making fun of Italian people, which is maybe not a good crutch to lean on in the future.
We had some original journalism. Ava brought some original journalism.
Yeah, but you mimed pissing the whole way through it.
I thought it would be funny if when you finished speaking, I just went, I'm done. That's what I was going for. Sorry.
No one yes-handed that. So that's a note for all of us. We need to be on the same page more. I think we're rusty.
Rusty.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a well-oiled machine today.
Really?
Sean sent a picture to Babes of Poljo while we've been in here. Oh, Sean.
It's not.
Yeah. In the Pope hat, the cardinal hat.
Right.
Should we describe what it is?
Yeah, go on, Ed.
Do you think they could all get in a Volkswagen?
It's Pope Francis shaking hands with Bobby Sands and Che Guevara.
Yeah, Che Guevara's sort of patting the Pope on the
But do you
shoulder.
know something? You wouldn't be criticised for not realising that was Che Guevara because what they. Oh, actually, no, it's not a bad painting. I was going to say it sort of looks like what that woman did to that old picture of Jesus. Do you remember when they restored that picture of Jesus?
Yeah. That's what Sean's been doing during this record, is painting this image.
Okay, that was terrible. Should we wrap it up there?
I think it was good. Think we're done?
Yeah.
There'll be more politics tomorrow.
Will there be politics tomorrow?
There's
PMQs tomorrow.
PMQs tomorrow, isn't there?
Oh my God, we're going to go so politics tomorrow. You're not even going to know what to do with yourself.
We're going to come in suits
Shall we?
and be popular. Not popular, proper. We're very popular now.
Are we?
Should we do like newsreaders? Should we all dress in like business wear?
I can't really be asked with that.
No? Not even for a laugh?
I'll have to iron a shirt.
Well, so would I.
Can't you just... I'm not doing that.
What were we going to say?
I'm not going to engage in that.
No?
You've never ironed anything before.
Yeah.
Should we wrap it up there?
I think so.
Yes. Let us know if you want us to wear suits tomorrow.
Leave a comment.
I don't know if I have a suit.
Do you have a blazer?
I guess I could just wear something else, couldn't I?
You just be smart.
What are you saying now? What's wrong with
Well, you're
this?
wearing jeans. That's what I mean.
Don't
You
tell
don't-
them what's under the desk.
I think they can see, can't they?
Yeah, they can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be funny. No? Bollocks. Butt naked. Schoolboy podcasting.
Tomorrow.
They think we're in sixth form.
And students. Okay, are we done?
Yeah.
Nice. Well done, everybody.
Well done, Ed.
Well done, Ollie. Well done, Ava.
That was dreadful. Well done. Thank you if you made it this far.
Yes.
See you on the next one.
Bye.